Is Gate.io exchange safe to use or should it be avoided? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I'm Joanna Garzali. This is Crypto Angel Network. For those of you who are already subscribed to Crypto Angel Network, you know that I have done a series of videos on Gate. The good on it, the bad, and the ugly. And I feel it's important that I give you a concise update of my personal experience with it, especially because I was super passionate about it, and I said, go ahead, use my referral link so that we can share in that. And then I went through a harrowing experience where I couldn't access any of my tokens, and I saw different things about the regulations. I see quite a bit has changed since then, and so I'm going to walk through on this video from inside my portfolio what I did from the point of that scary news, what happened to me afterwards, and I want to hear from you in the comments as well. What did you do? Are you still using Gate? If so, if you are, why? If not, why not? And this video is really specifically going to be beneficial for you if you are a US citizen. It will help you be able to make have a good insight of what is going to work best for you. And you've ultimately got to see what feels right. I will tell you that there are times in the past, having been within the crypto space, I've only really been active within it, fully trading since end of December 2020. I was prior, I did come into the space, for those of you who don't know me, back at the peak of the market in 2017. Didn't know what I was doing, and I guess I felt like I was walking into a minefield, and the crash came in 2018, and I just didn't look at it for a period of time. Since I have been in it now, I think major things that have occurred for me in 2021, having gone through that bull market earlier this year, then these several mini bear markets, and then getting certified in technical analysis and algorithmic trading and in blockchain, and giving myself a deeper understanding of the market at large. One of the conclusions that I have come to is that crypto is extremely high speculation, and there is a high risk that comes with that reward. Now, I have, in my journey, I've listened to a number of YouTubers, I've read a number of articles about how speculative it is. But until I just went through what we went through in May, where we hit those peaks, and I had certain meme coins, more obscure tokens, I got really into it. There was a state of euphoria. Then when that bear market came, again, a mini bear market, because a number of people out there said we were going to be in a long cycle of it. I've said that my feeling on things is that at the end of 2021, that we will reach new all-time highs, sort of similar to 2017. And I resonate a lot with DIY investing's technical analysis that he has done on the 4-year cycle and that historical data. That really resonates with me intuitively. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now and show you some key things within Gate and what I did personally, because I had quite a sizable amount of my funds in there. I was in a lot of tokens in there as well. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and light up that bell and make sure to get my notifications so that you can see my personal journey. And then from that, you can say, wow, I like what Joanna's doing there with that. That's cool. Or that's given me this idea to do this. Or, oh, she's just totally stupid, or I totally disagree with what she's saying and doing, and so I'm going to go do this instead. I hope that whether it's positive or negative, that either way you get a good takeaway from being here with me, as I know that I do from other people as well online. So here we go. Let me share my screen. And okay, so the first thing that I wanted to go over with you here is that you can see now when I log into Gate, because I have not been into my Gate account, I think for a few weeks now. I have been laying very low online. I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of due diligence on things. I've been day to day in crypto, but I have not been doing frequent videos over the summer. My son's been on summer break, he's about to go back to school. I will be doing more videos again. Also, because I'm going to be gearing up to start doing some day trading and swing trading, because I said in my last couple of videos, if I see the market go up above certain numbers, I'm going to get back into doing more trades. And last night, I said, wow, okay, I'm ready now. I feel really ready. And so I will be sharing with you what I'm doing with my trades, personally sharing inside my portfolio. I know some people that they charge for going to their group and seeing those things. I am not a professional trader, even though I'm certified in trading. I'm just going to, again, show what I'm doing, and then you go and do your own due diligence. And so here, key point for Gate.io. It says here, this was never here before. It says scam alert. Don't click on any links received by SMS or email from strangers. Don't trust strangers who call you via phone. Gate.io will never, ever instruct you to do any transfer or withdrawal. So that is something really important. I never saw that there before, and I imagine that they had some issues with that, with bots, scammers, and people probably losing money. I don't know for sure, but I think that must be an issue. And this comes up every time now that I log into my account. Do you have the same thing happen for you if you have a Gate account? Is that the case for you? Another thing is that when one goes and logs in, I'm not going to go and re-log into my account right now, but something that does happen is it says, normally it says if you're in the state of New York and the state of, oh gosh, which is the other state? There's one other state. There's two main states, and then it lists other countries. It says you are not allowed to go and trade within Gate.io. And then there's an additional line they've added beneath that says if you're a US citizen, you can trade, but you can only do trades with white-listed cryptocurrencies. And I think that they have added this because there were multiple projects where they were taking on tons and tons of other tokens. I mean, hundreds in a few months. Gate's amount of trading pairs went up by the hundreds. They were heading towards 800 tokens. And I think they, since then, I haven't checked today exactly how many tokens they have listed, but they were up to over 800 listings. And I think that they have scaled back on some of those now. And also because a number of these different tokens they took on, I think they were just really less selective, and a number of people went through experiencing being rug pulled. And then of course we had the crashes that came on top of that, and people got wiped out. They got absolutely wrecked. Some of those tokens have not come back. I think that things like, for example, Pig. I mean, Pig Finance pumped like crazy, and then people got absolutely wiped out. I suffered on Pig, and my instinct at the time was, no, I don't want to do that, but went into the frenzy of it. Learned a lot from this. So for me, what happened here, you can see where it says cumulative gains negative just over 15,000. Well, there was a point where when we were in May and the market was up dramatically, and we were at all-time highs, that my portfolio here was around, I think it was in the high 30s. heading towards 40,000 here. And then I got very, very nervous, and I am still concerned. You can see on my playlist, I've done a number of videos on US dollar tether, and I was in a lot of trading pairs that you can only do with US dollar tether. I know some of crypto angels here in the community are really good at using decentralized exchanges and saying, we'll just move the stuff out and trade on there. But I've had challenges each time that I have tried to use Uniswap, or I've just tried to use MetaMask wallet on its own. And for me personally, I like using the centralized exchanges, even though I don't know if anything's safe anywhere. But my point being is that I didn't like that if I wanted to go and exit a particular token, and I was in a lot of different tokens, that US dollar tether was my only option. And like I said, just keep your eye closely on Tether right now. Yes, they went through their investigation and they paid that $18 million fine, but 3 of their executives are under investigation now for bank fraud, and I still have a feeling that this is going to come back and bite them in the arse. And I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. You know, maybe I think I had a sort of a jump reaction of what if everything just goes and shuts down. I think that the conclusion I'm coming to is because there is 62 billion from Tether that is being used as a stable coin within the crypto space, I think that I would hope that the SEC or something, there would be something where there would be some type of stepping in to make sure that investors are not getting absolutely screwed. So what I ended up doing, I did a ton of trading and I got out of a lot of USDT Tether trading pairs, and I moved it across to Coinbase. If you'll see here, I ended up switching, and you can just see here, I converted a lot of what I had into, I went from different trading pairs into USDT, and then I went USDT into Ethereum, and then I moved the Ethereum from Gate, and I moved it over to Coinbase. And then I still had a little bit of US dollar tether in here and some other things that I still have. And today I ended up doing a small, again, this is sort of the dollar cost averaging. I ended up just buying just under $100 worth of Bitcoin. I got in at 37.6, and I am happy right now because I feel like that was a good entry point. I think it went up just over 40-something thousand today. And I will take you a second. Let me just take you over here to my dashboard. And what I wanted to show you is, let's see, this is in my coin tracker, which I've done videos on this in the past. I have had positives in my coin tracker and negatives. I use it for my taxes. You know, we're talking about all these crypto regulations coming now. And what I like is, for me, again, this is for US citizens. It's not going to be applicable if you're in a different country. But what I like with Coin Tracker is that it works in sync with TurboTax. I had done it for my taxes last year, for my 2020 taxes, and I have done so many transactions in crypto this year that I wanted to be able to use this. So the problem that I had was the API. I was having no issues with CoinTracker until I started getting into these obscure tokens, like the meme coins, like Pig, Finance, like a Lion token. What was the other one I was having an issue with in it for a long time? Fly token I was having an issue with as well. And it was just reporting everything totally wrong. So I had to go in manually and update those transactions. And it was not giving me a true profit loss scenario. So that was frustrating. That was my only negative with it. But since then, I want to say that the head of customer service for CoinTracker did reach out to me and said that they have addressed a lot of these integrations. To cut them some slack, because sometimes I can get quite impatient and frustrated, is that I think so many tokens were being added so fast to Gate.io exchange and a number of other exchanges that the software team, the development team, could not keep up with making those integrations match with those different tokens with CoinTracker. And I just don't think they anticipated that there would be such explosive growth of so many tokens coming onto the marketplace at this time. Sort of how back in 2017 when I came in, it was all ICOs. Now it's a lot of these automated, these liquidity pools. Get in and you're just going to get 5% interest reward, just like that, magic. But in a way, you have to make sure more and more people are putting money in, and there are no that a whale shock feature is in place. And we know now with multiple scams that the whale shock feature, the code could be changed. If you look at the Save the Kids video by CoffeeZilla on phase K, it will show that it doesn't matter what someone says, that, oh, we're not going to rug pull, it's safe. I just wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't believe it. And that is why I am not going near Safe Mars, Safe Moon, anything that's some type of liquidity pool. I don't care. I just don't trust it from the experience I had until, I think, let me correct myself there. Maybe the only thing I would trust is something, say, for example, like MakerDAO or Wi-Fi that are on Coinbase, because they've been around for a long time and they're not scams. You know, it's not just because someone can go and stick up some crypto website and they're using the guise of saying it's decentralized, we have privacy here, you're safe. Yeah, they can just run off and steal your money. So if you are new to crypto here, it's so important to be careful. Please be careful. Please start off small with things. A number of the people here in Crypto Angel Network are astute investors. They have been in the space for a while. They have their battle wounds from trading. And I think one of the exciting things is that even, I mean, if you go back and look at my a couple of my videos from earlier this year in February and see that the progress, that one can learn a lot in a really short space of time if you are committed to studying the markets extensively. So I moved the majority of my holdings over, and now you can see here in my wallet for Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, it's right now showing just over 57,000. I think my last video a couple of weeks ago when things were quite bearish, it was, my wallet was around, I'd have to look at that video, I think it's 2 videos before this because I've only done a video a week, was around 30, I think I went down to 34,000. It was, maybe it was, I have to check exactly, but it was in the 30s. And this is the thing, it's just so up and down at points. I'm finding that I have to really take a step back, and I did not sell anything during these dips. I just bought and I've held on tight because I'm still of the belief that we are going to see all-time highs at the end of 2021, and I keep saying it, that I believe 2021 is a historic year. So now you can see in Gate I have $310. I have a very small amount in there, which doesn't make me nervous anymore because I was awake at night when I went from the 30-something thousand in there down to 15. And if I hadn't exited from a number of those trades as the market was starting to crash, I would have lost even more because, as I said, some of those tokens did not come back. And I was concerned as well, you know, I think Binance US will be okay, but I had quite a few thousand in Binance US. And this is one of the reasons I was concerned as well because of regulations and things going on with Binance. So I ended up exiting my positions in there, converting to Ethereum and moving the Ethereum over to Coinbase. So I just, you know, I've always said I will be transparent with you and share what I am doing in my personal journey here with crypto, and that I don't shill coins specifically. I don't I'm not a big enough influencer to do that. Even if I was, that is never something that I would do. But I do. I'm still, my eyes are wide open. I'm seeing people starting to do that. But you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, that I'm always transparent with what I'm doing, what I'm holding, what I have let go of, what I'm in and what I'm not in. But I'm primarily in, as you can see, I'm primarily in Ethereum. And then I also have some Bitcoin as well. I don't know why it's showing -15 here in the accounting, because I just don't understand that on the coin tracker. But maybe it's because I had sold. I was swing trading some of my Bitcoin before, and then I thought, I'm just going to hold on to what I have. Matic I still have here. I've got a bit of GRT. I've got a little bit of Polkadot that I just bought on the dip. Again, I'm not like Crypto. It's like, I'm doing a $3 million trade. Like, this is just like my stuff that I do. My day job is as an intuition coach and a psychic, and I write books on intuition, on developing your intuition. I wrote Big Miracles, 11 Spiritual Rules for Ultimate Success. And I also wrote Unleash the Psychic in You, How to Trust Your Intuition for Success. And maybe I can't predict certain things on the markets on day to day. And we'll see if I'm right about the market being all-time highs at the end of the year. I had a whole load of Gate token. I have less of it now, much less now. I had, I think, like 1,300, around 1,300 Gate. I'm trying to remember the exact number. And now I just have very, very small amounts, like tiny amounts of other things. I still believe very much in Harmony One, but I was very nervous on Binance US, and I pulled out from there. I know people would say, well, just go and put it on a wallet, on a one of the MetaMask wallet things, and just stake it. That is beyond my comfort zone from a tech standpoint. And, so my portfolio, for my peace of mind, I simplified it a lot. And in terms of, like I said, I'm going to be shifting into day trading. That is going to be my focus today. That trade I just showed you, I bought at 37,600. I put that order in yesterday afternoon. So I did that order. Hang on a sec. Let me just move this down here. I did that order yesterday afternoon. I placed it as a limit order. And the reason why I picked, so you can see, I bought right like down around here on that, right when it dipped here before it pumped today. And the way I came to that conclusion was I just looked at the other day. I looked back a few days and I saw, okay, it had dipped down to just below 37,500. I'm going to put a limit order in and just see if it goes through. And lo and behold, I was fortunate that I got to go and get in on that near the bottom of that green candle wick today. It's sort of like lucky. There's times where I've done something like that, thought, oh great, and something has maybe had a slightly higher high, and then it's just gone and dumped, and it hasn't gone so well. So I think partly it is, I think when things are bullish, which I think that we have gone quite bullish again, the market is more forgiving. It's easier to make a mistake, or if you miss a certain, like the bottom of getting in at a really good entry point, it's okay because the market see it's going to keep going up and we're going to have higher highs. But it's hard when one is in a much more bearish cycle and there isn't the volume. You can see there was quite a bit of volume that was happening there. So my how do I feel overall about Gate at the moment? What are my thoughts on it and what I'm doing? I am just going to stick with what I have in here. I have little amounts of things, And it's sort of funny to me that 3 million Shiba, I mean, I had quite a few $1,000s worth of Shiba before. I think you have to, with Shiba, I know they launched Shiba Swap, but even with Shiba Swap launched, it hasn't pumped like crazy as people thought it would. It still has not been listed on Coinbase Pro. I know there was a petition for it to be listed on Robinhood. I just think that it's important to be careful. Only put into something like that what you can afford to lose. I mean, like I said, we had several $1,000s in there, and just this idea that I have 3 million Shiba and it's worth $20. It's slightly, I find it wild. I have small, little bit of one, and some alpaca, tiny bit of XPRT. I'm just like so small of other stuff. As I said, I've just really simplified things, and I'm curious to know, what are you doing? Where are you at with your portfolio? What's your focus going to be moving forwards? So I may do some small amounts of trading in Gate, but at this point, what would I do? I'd maybe put in like a couple of $100s in there or something. If there was, for example, I'm going to show you this. What was their top gainer in Gate is Olympus right now. And I just want to show you the pros and cons of something like this. The website, it looks really, really fun and fun, right? It's fun and deadly. Beware. And this is with Binance USD, and this is what you got, the original dual Binance US dollar reflect and whale buyback system. I don't trust this. I'm sorry. I just say, if you have Olympus right now, if you bought into that, please be careful. I hope it works out for you, but I can just tell you, I wouldn't get it. This to me gives me a visceral warning, whale buyback system, whoa. With dynamically pegged auto liquidity generation, anti-snipe and anti-bot features. No. As CoffeeZilla has shown, you can just go in, a programmer can go in and change the code. They just change one line of code, and then you are stuffed if someone goes and dumps their tokens. Absolutely stuffed. So a token born from legends fit for the gods. I would say a token born for people who are greedy and that is fit for village idiots. I just, from my experience in the past few months, my gains came from, I had great profits, gains from VeChain, from Harmony, from Graph GRT, from Ethereum, got absolutely stuff-alerted, screwed on Pig, on Lion, on Safe Mars, on Safe Moon, and I never went near any of these Elon-y, Doji, whatever, bollocky sort of things. Actually, speaking of that, a second, I am going to be going, if you are August 19th, if you are in Phoenix, I am going to be going to the, here, this is with Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert. It's who run the Orange Pill podcast, and it's the F-Elon tour and disco dance with Stacey, and then here Max Kaiser rage from stage in some very short shorts, which I can't wait for that. So if you are in Phoenix, it would be awesome to meet you in person. This is going to be the first live crypto event that I'm going to, and I'm very, very excited about that. So and I mean, Stacey and Max have been in the space for a really, really, really a long time. So I just diverted to that, but I just wanted to share that. And here, look, this is, I mean, I love the Olympus site. If this had been a few months ago, I probably were like, "Ooh, this looks fun. I want to go into this." And But I just, and yeah, I love all the branding and the graphics in that. 4% to Poseidon, 4% to Zeus. I mean, how? It means more people have to put their money in, and it is highly speculative. To 2% to favor, tribute to Hades, god of the underworld. I mean, underworld feeding on the souls of the lost. I mean, exactly. Just if you do this at your own risk. I'll just be very surprised if this is safe. And just going back a step here, you know, if you look and we look on, I'm like, from the minds who brought you these three things, which are these, I'm like, I've never heard of them. It's like all the most famous, you know, making world famous cheesecake or the world's best sandwich. It never tastes that good. It's never that great. World famous my arse. Welcome to Bogged Finance. Make migration claims. Blah, 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 blah. I don't trust it. Bingus. Meow. Meet Bingus. Bingus token. Save as many animals as possible. To me, another warning sign, instead of like CoffeeZilla covering Save the Kids. None of that money went to Save the Kids. It went to Phase K and all these YouTubers who are making millions a year from gaming. All their fans got absolutely screwed. So I just don't, I'm showing you this because I just want you to be careful. Please be really careful. You want to do something, put $10 in or something like that, fine. Go ahead, doesn't matter. Have a little fun with it. That $10, if it pumps like they say it's going to pump, and you're going to get, I don't know, 2,000% gains in that, and you or put $100 in and 2,000, and great, then you're going to make, you know, make some nice money. But please be careful. I mean, this is cute, right? And Gabe We Trust, is that a Pomeranian, I think? But I just, again, this is just, to me, just so dodgy. And this is what I don't like that Gate is doing. This is the part where I feel that they list things that it just is, makes me really, really, really wary, super wary. And that's where we just go, let's see, newly listed, Baby Doge. I know some people are Baby Doge. I just wouldn't trust this either. We've got almost 8 million in trading volume. I just say it's so important to be careful. Where did that go? The Olympus, it was right up there. No, I don't see it here. But yesterday, you know, Olympus was up there. It was number 1. And I'm just curious, while you are here with me, I haven't looked because I've not been on Gate. You're going through this with me, not with Lion. Let me see. What was it? Pig. What happened to Pig? Let's see where it's at to see what happened since May from that massive pump. Are we going to have it? Is it going to come back overall? So if we just look and we, you know, a number of you here, the Crypto Angels community, have always said zoom out. I think I bought right around here, like somewhere it was like right around here. It pumped all the way up to here. Look at that crazy candle wick. And then boom, it crashed. And what's happened since? I mean, yeah, it looks like it's coming back, but it's even, here's the thing. Let's say we go fast forward to December 2021, where I believe we'll have new all-time highs. I will be very surprised if Pig is at all new time highs. Harmony 1, new all-time highs, yes. VeChain, new all-time highs, yes. Polkadot, yes. GRT, yes. I could keep naming a name. Cardano, yes. Ethereum, yes. Bitcoin, yes. But Pig, no. I'll be really, really surprised. I think when we hit the next, like the real bear market, it will be gone. It will have disappeared and fade into obscurity. And this is why it's really important to be careful to, why take the risk? It's like the risk reward is so high. Go into something that is a strong DeFi instead. That's what I'm focusing on. That's what I'm going to be doing. one of the things I am going to be looking at doing is I think that I'm going to do some swing trading maybe, and then hang on, because I like the look of see if they have it on here, but I'm going to do it on Coinbase for that trading. Is Chili's. I like the idea of, you see, I think that here was the all-time high up here, and you can see it's consolidating right now. So I like the idea of day trading that, and then, you know, maybe holding on to a little bit, keeping a little bit in there and riding it up, and then taking profits on it at the end of the year. That's what I am looking to do. So that's just an example of one of the things. I know I have gone over and shared so many things. Oh, the last thing that I wanted to share with you. Because like I said, I had so many trading pairs on Gate, which is something that I absolutely loved about them. But then I had just teeny amounts that I wouldn't be able to trade them because it was so small. And a cool thing that Gate have done is, if you do have a whole load of, you went into a lot of different trades, you can, anything that is just like a tiny amount that you couldn't do a standalone trade, super small, you can select up to 30, I think it's up to 30 Gate. Yeah, it's up to 30 Gate. And you can, within a 72-hour period, and you can convert all those small amounts. So let's say if you just had like really little tokens, you can select all, or select the tokens that you want that have super low balance, and then it consolidates and you can convert it to Gate tokens. So that was what I did. I just converted all of like my, I think it was like 100 and, was it close to, I had almost 100 and something tokens, which is ridiculous, and converted that into 5. I ended up with 5 Gate tokens from that. And that, yeah, Gate is $3.56 right now. But I had my original predictions on Gate were that I felt if like some crazy stuff doesn't happen with the SEC or with China, and they can, you know, they don't get squashed by that, I always felt that Gate was really well run and could eventually have a token price of $100, $200, possibly more, because if you look that they are following a similar model to Binance and the BNB token. So that was my thinking on that. And that's why I have a small enough amount of Gate that I'm not going to go and cash out $30 or so. I'll just hang on to that and take the risk, because if that did go up to $100, well, with 13 Gate, I mean, yeah, that would be over $1,000. That would be nice. I would like that. So, as a US citizen, is it safe to use Gate? You have to come to your own conclusion on that. I'm using it in a very, very limited way now. If you do decide to use it, there is a referral link in my bio, in the video description, that you can use. And I guess the way that works is, if you, from whatever you buy, I think it's like, I get on the commission from it, I end up getting 30% and you get 10% on the rewards. But they don't give it to you in like US dollar, in fiat. It's in whatever the token is that you buy. And I think that's why I ended up with so many different types of extra tokens besides the other stuff that I was just trading. So I just want to be transparent with you on that. And again, you know, there are a lot of risks and things beyond our control because of regulations that are coming. So be careful and just be safe with what you do. Keep doing your due diligence. Research, and I will share with you what I am doing and my insights. And thank you for being here with me. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me your comment to share. What are your thoughts? Where are you at now? Do you think we're going to go bullish at the end of the year? How do you feel about Gate? any experience you have with that, or if there's another exchange that you're using that you love, leave that in the comments as well to share with the Crypto Angel Network community. I'm Joanna Garzili, and I am sending you lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you next time.